In an industry where visibility is everything, absence usually means fading away, but not for Kim Taehyung. While serving his mandatory military duty in South Korea, Taehyung, known globally as V of BTS, continues to dominate headlines, social media trends, and most surprisingly, global brand campaigns. So the question arises, why are top brands still choosing an artist who is technically inactive? Even in 2026, Kim Taehyung's name carries a weight that most active celebrities struggle to achieve. His influence didn't pause when he enlisted, it evolved. Marketing analysts often refer to Taehyung as a timeless asset. Unlike traditional influencers who rely heavily on constant exposure, Taehyung represents something deeper: identity, emotion, and global cultural impact. His face is instantly recognizable across continents, from Seoul to Paris, New York to Jakarta. This level of recognition is not built overnight. It is the result of years of consistent branding, artistic evolution, and emotional connection with fans. For brands, this means one thing: reliability. Even without new content, Taehyung's past appearances, performances, and campaigns continue to circulate online. Old videos resurface, fan edits go viral, and his influence becomes self-sustaining. This phenomenon is known in marketing as evergreen relevance, and Taehyung is one of the rare figures who embodies it perfectly. Another key reason brands continue to invest in Kim Taehyung is the unwavering support of BTS's global fandom, ARMY. Unlike typical fan bases, ARMY operates as a highly organized and emotionally invested global network. Their engagement goes far beyond passive consumption. They actively promote, defend, and amplify everything related to BTS members. When a brand collaborates with Taehyung, they are not just hiring a celebrity, they are tapping into a powerful global community. This translates into immediate global exposure, organic social media trends, high engagement rates, and strong purchasing influence. Even during his military service, any mention of Taehyung can spark worldwide trending topics within minutes. This level of responsiveness is something brands cannot buy through traditional advertising. In essence, Taehyung doesn't just bring attention, he brings a movement. Taehyung has long been associated with luxury, elegance, and artistic individuality. His visuals, fashion sense, and aura align perfectly with high-end branding. Before enlistment, his presence at global fashion events, especially in Paris, solidified his position as a fashion icon. His ability to sell out products, crash websites, and dominate media coverage became almost predictable. Brands understand that luxury is not just about products, it's about storytelling, and Taehyung tells a story that resonates globally: mysterious, artistic, and effortlessly stylish. Even in absence, this image remains intact. Luxury brands in particular value long-term identity over short-term visibility. This is why continuing to associate with Taehyung makes strategic sense. He is not just a face, he is a symbol. One of the most fascinating aspects of Taehyung's current influence is what experts call the absence effect. In simple terms, the less people see him, the more they want him. Scarcity creates value. With Taehyung no longer appearing regularly in public, every small update, whether official or indirect, feels significant. Fans analyze past content, revisit performances, and keep his presence alive in digital spaces. Brands benefit from this heightened anticipation. Instead of oversaturation, Taehyung's image becomes rare, desired, premium. This aligns perfectly with luxury marketing principles, where exclusivity drives demand. In a world overloaded with content, Taehyung's silence becomes his strongest voice. Another practical reason behind continued brand collaborations is pre-planned content. Before enlistment, many celebrities, including Taehyung, prepare materials in advance. Photo shoots, video campaigns, brand endorsements, and promotional content. These assets can be strategically released over time, ensuring continued visibility without violating military regulations. This is not speculation, it is a standard industry practice. For brands, this means they can maintain campaign continuity, avoid sudden gaps in marketing, and maximize return on investment. Taehyung's team likely worked closely with brands to ensure that his presence would remain consistent even during his absence. This level of planning reflects a long-term vision, not a temporary solution. In today's digital era, relevance is no longer tied to physical presence. Algorithms on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube continuously recycle content based on engagement, not recency. Taehyung's past performances, interviews, and appearances continue to gain millions of views daily. This creates a loop. Old content resurfaces, fans engage, algorithms boost visibility, new audiences discover him. As a result, Taehyung remains constantly present in the digital space. For brands, this is invaluable. They are not relying on future content, they are leveraging an already infinite content ecosystem. Beyond numbers and strategies, there is something less tangible but equally powerful: emotion. Kim Taehyung connects with people on a deeply emotional level. His personality, voice, and artistic expression create a sense of intimacy that fans rarely feel with other celebrities. This emotional bond translates into trust, and in marketing, trust is everything. When Taehyung is associated with a brand, fans don't just see a product, they see a connection. This is what marketers call emotional branding, and Taehyung excels at it naturally. The entertainment industry is constantly changing. Trends rise and fall overnight, but Taehyung represents stability. His image has remained consistent over the years: authentic, artistic, elegant, global. Brands value this consistency because it reduces risk. Choosing Taehyung is not a gamble, it is a calculated decision. Perhaps the biggest reason brands continue to invest in Taehyung is the future. His return from military service is expected to be a major global event. By maintaining association with him now, brands position themselves to benefit from his comeback momentum, increased media attention, renewed fan engagement. In other words, this is not just about 2026, it's about what comes after. At this point, it becomes clear that Kim Taehyung is no longer just an idol or influencer. He is a phenomenon. His influence transcends time, activity, physical presence. And that is exactly why brands continue to choose him. Because in a world where attention is temporary, Taehyung represents permanence. The economics of influence, numbers that speak without new activity. When analyzing why brands continue to invest in Kim Taehyung, one cannot ignore the numbers. Even during his military service, Taehyung's digital footprint remains massive. His social media presence, despite limited updates, continues to generate millions of interactions. Old posts resurface, fan edits go viral, and his name frequently trends across multiple platforms. From a business perspective, this creates a rare scenario: high engagement without ongoing production costs. For brands, this is incredibly efficient. Instead of investing in constant content creation, they benefit from an already active ecosystem fueled by fans and algorithm-driven exposure. Every campaign tied to Taehyung gains extended life because audiences continue to circulate and reinterpret existing material. This transforms Taehyung into what experts describe as a low-maintenance, high-impact asset. While Taehyung rose to fame as a member of BTS, his influence has expanded far beyond music. He is now recognized as a fashion icon, a global ambassador of Korean culture, and a symbol of artistic individuality. This multi-dimensional identity allows brands from various industries to align with him, not just music-related sectors. Fashion houses, lifestyle brands, and even art-focused campaigns find relevance in Taehyung's image. His aesthetic choices and personal style often set trends rather than follow them. As a result, his influence operates across multiple markets simultaneously. This versatility is a key reason brands continue to see long-term value in him. Marketing is deeply rooted in human psychology, and Taehyung's current situation perfectly aligns with one of its strongest principles: scarcity. When something becomes less accessible, its perceived value increases. Taehyung's absence from public appearances creates a sense of mystery, anticipation, and emotional longing. Fans are not just waiting, they are actively holding on to his image, preserving it, and amplifying it. Brands benefit from this emotional tension. Every campaign feels more meaningful, more exclusive, and more impactful because it fills a temporary void. In this context, Taehyung is not just a brand ambassador, he becomes an experience. In the end, the continued presence of Kim Taehyung in global brand campaigns is not a coincidence. It is the result of a powerful combination of influence, strategy, and timeless appeal. While many artists rely on constant visibility to remain relevant, Taehyung has proven the opposite. Even in absence, his impact continues to grow, fueled by a loyal global fan base, strong personal branding, and an industry that understands his long-term value. For brands, choosing Taehyung is not just about the present moment. It is an investment in a name that transcends trends, a figure who continues to shape culture even without stepping into the spotlight. And as the world quietly anticipates his return, one thing is already certain. When Kim Taehyung comes back, he won't just continue where he left off. He will redefine the game once again.